Hi there. We can see something in Holland that has a direct effect on the US. I have a newspaper here, NRC, and it says insurance giant Aegon is donating to action against Obama. Aegon finances through her US daughter company action against the plans of Obama to strengthen regulation of the financial sector. Of course, this is a result of the Supreme Court ruling in the US that allows corporations to fund politicians. And here you see a Dutch company through an American daughter company funding a US politician. And then you have to wonder, is that in order to do something for them in Holland or to do something for them in the US, to do something for the daughter company in the US? Because after all, it's the financial sector that they're trying to deregulate. You know, US politicians is really... it's a strange game, because it has value. A vote, your vote, now has value for the politicians, because they're corrupt. Everybody says the politicians are corrupt, and they're being bought, and they're introducing laws. So if you vote for this politician, you vote him in office. You elevate him to a level where he can decide over your life and make your law. He can now earn a lot of money, because he can get there earning money, but he can also simply have lots of benefits, kowtowing and simply executing orders from corporations. And what's lacking, in my opinion, is a clear calculation of the value to the voter. So what's the value to you? If you, for instance, take an abstract example of this law, this tax break for the rich. And then there's a politician that, of course, runs on maintaining the tax breaks for the rich, because he's supported by a few rich guys that want to maintain their tax breaks. So he's making a lot of money doing that, and you're voting. So now, what's the value of that vote that you're casting? What is the worth of it to you? Well, you can calculate that. If you vote for this asshole, it probably costs you a few $1,000s per year, because it's about billions of dollars in tax breaks, and you're only a few million people, so that's a couple of $1,000s each year that you're throwing away with your vote, if you're voting for that. While if you have an opponent that clearly says, well, we're not going to extend those tax breaks for the rich, then you can calculate exactly what the value is of your vote. And I'm a little bit surprised, or I'm actually interested in anybody that knows who is calculating the value to you of your vote. Of course, this is done in Holland, and I guess it's also done in the US, but I don't think it's done as explicitly, because you could. And the reason in Holland is simply, well, if you vote for this plan, then your mean income will go up like this, and your tax burden will go up like that, and etc., etc., and it's all calculated by our calculation office. I guess that's also done in the US, but what happens in the US is that there's lots of lies, and in the end you're voting, lots of people are voting to get rid or get away from something. So they're voting because they're scared of illegal aliens, they're scared of drugs, they're scared of communists. And that's a completely wasted vote. Then you simply go, okay, I need water, I need something to drink, give me anything you have, I'm thirsty, just like an emergency, a panic response. But it shouldn't be like that. You know, if it's going to be a commercial thing, if it's going to be completely corrupt, then why not let it be completely corrupt in your interest? Because after all, that's how it started. It's just now temporarily, because there are so many lies that people believe, and that there are so many memes that people can be scared by, and there's so much chaos and of course poverty and problems for people in society that they get distracted by, that this whole system is working primarily in the favor of corporations. But once you, I think, start understanding that a vote is like a source of income, either because you save money or because you actually direct money towards you, that could actually correct itself again. Thought it was an interesting thought. You know, if you another thing that I think is interesting to say, so if you're going to be a peasant, make sure that you have a pitchfork and use it, because that's much more fun, being a peasant with a pitchfork. And thanks for listening.